using the right contract for your real estate purchase. What's going on YouTube? Thank you for watching Mentorship Monday. My name is Matt and my company is called the DeRosa Group. And you watching right now can submit a real estate question to help me at DeRosaGroup.com. That is help me at DeRosaGroup.com, and I'll answer your question right here on the YouTube channel for you and everyone else to learn from. And you should also take a minute and subscribe to this channel, because if you haven't done that, you're not going to get updates about all the cool stuff we do. I do field tours of properties. I do some stuff for Bigger Pockets. There's all kinds of stuff on this YouTube channel, not just this video, all kinds of other crazy stuff that's out there. So take a minute right now, while we're talking right now, subscribe to this channel while we're talking. So thank you for your subscription. So today's question comes in from Jen. Thank you, Jen, for your question on Mentorship Monday. So here we go. Hi, Matt. Hi, Jen. I'm a multifamily investor and I'm trying to get seller financing on a mixed-use commercial building. I've got some stuff here on the YouTube channel on seller financing, so check that out too. I've also put an offer on the property on Craigslist. Very good. Because each deal is different, and I originally just like to talk to the seller about their needs and ideally start with a verbal agreement. When does the contract come in? Interesting. Let's put a mental pin in that verbal agreement comment there. Some deals seem so complex that a lawyer would have to do it, and others I would just use my state agreement of sale to put it under contract. Can you give me some advice on how to approach it? Okay, so here's the deal, Jim. First of all, seller financing is a great idea, and that's awesome you're looking to do that. Just, understand that even if you do a seller finance deal, you still need a legal agreement of sale. And this is any of you guys that have ever taken a real estate class to get your real estate license would know that a verbal agreement on real estate is not valid. Anything on real estate has to be verbal, so has to be in writing. So somebody says to you, "Hey, Joe Smith, I'll sell you my house for $100,000," and you guys handshake on it. It doesn't matter. Real estate agreements of sale, any agreement in real estate needs to be in writing. Lease agreements and purchase agreements, everything all has to be in writing. It's not, verbal agreements are not, our verbal or implied agreements are not valid. So verbal agreements are, you tell me you're going to do something, and an implied agreement means that it's just assumed. Like if you walk into a restaurant and you order food, it is implied that you're going to pay them for it. They didn't make you sign a contract that says you're going to pay the bill when you're done eating your food. It's implied that you're going to do that because there's prices there. It's what the restaurant's for. None of those rules apply to real estate. Real estate is written only. That is the only way that an agreement of real estate can be. So be careful when you're discussing things with someone verbally. Really what you should do verbally, Jen, is to get to know their needs and then say, well, okay, if I were to submit an offer based on this, if I were to buy it for X, would that meet your needs? Yes, it would. Okay, great. I'll be right back. Let me go and draft up this written. You could handwrite it. I mean, I've done handwritten. Not, you shouldn't do this, but I've seen handwritten agreements of sale because you wanted to get it in writing right there. So you can do that. That's still writing. It doesn't have to be typed on a typeboard writing in that. So as long as it's in writing and signed by both parties, then that's valid. But you want to be careful how much you discuss with them verbal, number one, Jim. Number two, if you're doing seller financing, I recommend that it depends on what you want to do, Jen. If you're looking to go more wide and buy lots of seller financing properties that are maybe smaller, or if you want to go big and find like a big apartment building, seller finance or something like that. So if you want to go wide and do lots of deals, I would go and hire an attorney. Either answer is going to be hire an attorney, but I'll tell you why for both. So I would hire an attorney for the first arrangement, because then you can boilerplate that agreement of sale that's got seller financing lined up in it, and it's got some blanks you can just fill in. Get yourself a template from a local attorney and get them to send it to you in Microsoft Word, pay them one time, and have them write it all up and have them write it up for you. And then when you meet with that seller, you can fill in the blanks and give it right there, and they can sign it with you and make sure it meets their needs and make sure it's got some spots for you can write in some special agreements in the addendum section or something like that. But bottom line, have a lawyer write up something for you that you can use over and over and over again. On the larger stuff, that as you mentioned, some deals are quite complex, true. you should always use a lawyer for the stuff that's complex. And for larger transactions, likely your seller is going to mandate that you use a lawyer. And if your seller doesn't mandate it, your bank might, or your investors are going to. For larger deals, there's a lot more legal and stuff involved, and including your investors, maybe a bank loan. It's just more moving parts. So it's just definitely required for you to get a lawyer. And the reason for that is that the lawyer does more than just write up your agreement of sale on larger transactions. They typically will quarterback the deal to closing with you. They may be writing up your SEC stuff or writing up your agreement, your operating agreements for your LLC. There's a lot more they do in those transactions, if that makes sense. So either way, you're going to want to use a lawyer. So Jen, great questions. And I think that you're on the right track with seller financing, because it's a great way to get in and work your way into real estate stuff, and maybe help some people out by helping them figure out a way to get some cash flow for your monthly payments and unload their property to you. So awesome. There we go, Jen. And Jen also said she's reading my book with a highlighter in hand. That's awesome. Thank you, Jen. That's very flattering. I appreciate that. Thanks again for your question, Jen. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great and profitable week.